let's get started. This actual page that I'm doing is part of Project 52, and I'm on week 9. So each week I will pick pictures that are representative of our week, and I'll have some journaling. You have an empty spot right here, and this is going to have some journaling in it. And like I said, we're on week 9. What I'm trying to do is for every month do a different kit. So this month I've chosen to use these kits. So week 9, 10, 11, and 12 will be from the same kit, but we'll be using a different Dagi template each week. If I find that there's interest in this, then I'll keep doing it. I'll do one a week and show how I use this template and how I use that template. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I did place all the pictures ahead of time because I don't think it's really necessary to see what we do. I do it the same way that I'm going to be doing with the papers, which is just choosing the paper, pulling it over the layer, making sure you have the layer that you're working on selected, and then I clip it to the bottom layer, and I use Option Command G. I'm on a Mac. I don't know what it is on the PC, but it's Option Command G for Mac. So let's get started. I really am trying out something new today. I'm trying to use the video bridge so that I have all of the elements, and I pick and chose through the things that I thought I was going to like and that I was going to use instead of leaving the whole kit there. So these are the things that I'm going to use for the page today. And I'm going to start with this beautiful little 60s inspired daisy paper. So first I'm going to choose this layer because this is the color that I'm going to put on it. And I'll pull that right in and I hit enter. And then I'm going to clip it to it. So Option Command G. That's it. Then I'm going to do each one of these the same way. Select it, pull it over, enter, Option Command G. Very simple. So all 3 of these are going to be used with this paper. And I'm not going to do this. This happens here. Okay, so then the next one, I'm going to have blue here. You like the way my little cursor? I love Mac. It made it bigger when I moved it around so I could find my cursor. So I'm going to use the blue here. And the blue is going to go here, and my journaling is going to be white, so it's going to pop really nicely. Okay, so I've got that there, and that's pretty much the only, I think that I'll use blue here too, so we kind of tie it in. So we'll put that one right there, and I'll group that one and see how it brings that out. Then I'm going to use this really nice little polka dot. I love polka dots, and that's going to be the brown ones. So polka dotty, and a polka dot here, and a polka dot here. Okay, now I am going to put this one right here, just a little bit of this purple. I love the purple. I'm going to pull that in there. And just to bring, a little bit of the purple of these flowers, the inside of the flowers, into that one. I think that makes it look really pretty. And I almost forgot. I decided to use this background because it's a nice purple color, but it also has the little flowers there. So it's not busy as a background. I really don't like busy backgrounds, especially with a template. But I think it gives it a little bit of a visual interest also there too. So that's that, and I decided that I'm not going to use these here, and instead I'm just going to have the flowers. I might put an element there, I'm not sure yet, but decided that we were going to have some flowers and maybe a button or something here, and I think I'm going to put this purple here too, so it kind of pulls up the purple in the inside of that flower there too. So I'm also showing that I make decisions and then I throw them away and then I put them back and throw them away. So I'm not someone who knows exactly where I'm going when I start my scrapping. A lot of people seem to know exactly where they're going. I don't. So this is where I am right now. So Let's see. I also want to make this one be the purple. I think that'll look really pretty there too. So we get the purple there. And I might as well do this while I'm thinking about it. Like I shared in my first video, for a while, I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but butterflies remind me of my mom. And my mom went home to the Lord very suddenly on Christmas Day this year. And we went on a trip, and she said that she couldn't go with us, and she said, well, every time you see a butterfly, I'm with you. So whenever you see a butterfly on my layouts, that's for my mommy. And like I said, I don't know how long I'll do this, but for right now, it's important to me. It's important to have that butterfly, and so there she is. Not sure exactly where she's going to end up, if she's going to stay there, but there we have it. Okay, now I'm going to put the date here because, again, this is a Project 52, so I absolutely have to have a date. So it was February 26th through March 3rd of 2016. And I'm really excited because I have never in my life gotten this far with a Project 365. I've tried it numerous times. I've said I was going to do it. I started it. I was going to do a weekly thing with my daughter's schooling. We homeschool, and so I was going to have a weekly thing for her where what she did during the week. Drop that after, I think, week 3. Week 9, I feel like I'm doing really well. I'm excited about that. Okay, now this right here, I have a favorite font that I use. People probably find it a bit boring, which is fine with me, but I really, really like things that are just, they're easy to read. Sometimes the fonts that people use are just so busy. They're gorgeous, they're cute, they're fun, but you can't read them. And part of me and my scrapping is that I need journaling. I always have journaling. It's very rare that you see a layout with me that doesn't have journaling in it. So I do pick fonts that I feel like you can read really well. So Century Gothic is a really big favorite of mine. However, I just got a new computer and I don't have Century Gothic on yet, but GeoSans Lite is very similar to it, so I'm using that for now. And as soon as I get Century Gothic back on here, then I will switch back to that. Now, that's not to say that I don't like fancy fonts, because I love fancy fonts, but more is the title than anything else. I don't like it for my journaling. So anyway, let's get back to this. You didn't join on here to hear me babble on about fonts. But I am what I am. Okay, this one right here, I really, really like this. I think this is so cute, and Melissa really does inspire me. She's just the most wonderful kid. I love her so much, and I am so biased about that, but she's an awesome kid, and she does inspire me. She inspires me to be better. She inspires me to work hard, and so yeah, she inspires me. And I think I'm going to use this little button thing here, this little metal. I'm going to put this over here. Whoops. Make sure you've got a hold of it before you pull it over. And I think it needs to be a bit bigger. It doesn't have to fill the space, but it really should look like it fits the space there. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there, and I have a set of preset styles for my drop shadows that I really like. I also very much enjoy the 45-degree angle of the shadow, so I mostly use the same ones. However, if it doesn't look right, I'll adjust it and I'll work around with it and see what I might do a little bit better. But for the most part, it really works well unless I have something out of the ordinary. And I do tend to keep Dagi's shadows. I love her shadows, especially on her papers, so I tend to keep her shadows there. So we got that one, and let's see. Let's use Happy Day here, and I'm going to use that over here with the greens. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but I know it definitely needs to be up higher than that because it needs to be on top. So for right now, I'm just going to lay that, and this is more like layered paper. And that's a little bit too big. When things are too big, I go for the vellum because it really does tend to give it a little bit smaller of a drop shadow. Okay, and I'm going to use this nice little heart here too. You know, happy day, heart. I'm going to put that with this one, and you're going to go behind. And you'll find that I talk a lot when I'm scrapping, and I say, you go here and you go here. And I've always done that. I don't know exactly why I do that, but I do. So we just go with who we are, right? So you go there and you go there, and I'm going to have the title here. I might have the title here. I'm not sure. For right now, I'm just going to keep these two together here and see what happens. I might change the title here, but I think maybe I might put the title here, and I'm going to move Grandma over a little so she's over here a little bit more. Why don't we go ahead and do the title? So I need my W, my E, K, and my 9. Pull these over. And W, 9, is my K, and I need to duplicate my E. So I just option drag and it duplicates it. Now obviously this is way too big, so I'm going to make them smaller, and that's a Command and a T, or Apple T, depending on how you talk. Okay, so I'm going to have that a little small, and I'm going to put this in here, and I think that works. A lot of people like messy letters. I'm kind of the straight person, so I need them to line up, but they can lay on top of each other. I don't mind that. I just don't like them all cattywampus. So we've got week and we got 9. So I'm going to join all of these together. Actually, first I'm going to drop shadow them so that the drop shadows go on top of each other. See how they're within that? And then I'm going to group them together. And that's a Command and an E, and that puts it together. All right, and I think butterfly, I think you're going to go up there. I think that works. And here's my week 9. And the weeks usually move around on the pages, but we're going to leave that there for now. And I think it needs something over here. Maybe a string. Maybe my string needs to go over here. Put the string behind everybody. Nope, you're in front of. You need to be behind. Go behind. All right. And yeah, this string is fun. I like it. Make it look like it's going off the page and covering each other. All right. And then, oh, my favorite part. I'm just going to go ahead and throw away all of her things right here because I know placement. I'm basically going to do the same placement. You don't always have to, but I like the placement. Typically, it works with the template, so I'm going to use it, but I use my own items, obviously. And I don't know that I'm going to use these buttons or not. I might move them. I'm thinking of moving them over to here, so I'll just put those over here to remind myself. All right, so I'm going to need my leaf, and it's obviously way bigger than I need. So I'm going to make that smaller and get its drop shadow on there because I'm going to be dragging it around. I like to use the same leaves, just at a different angle. I think it brings a cohesiveness to the page. It doesn't mean I have to. There are times when I just go crazy on my leaves and I throw leaves all over the place. But for this layout, and especially with templates, I have a hard time with having a lot of stuff on templates. It's really difficult for me. And sometimes I look at how busy they are just with a little bit of stuff, and I wonder, oh gosh, I need to get rid of that. I can't do this, I can't do that. But really, it's all personal preference. I'm a clean graphic designer, so really none of these elements, when I first started, I wouldn't have put any of the elements. Maybe the butterfly and the little arrow button down at the bottom left corner, and maybe a tiny flower or two, but other than that, I wouldn't have put anything. I'm really enjoying the piley look. I don't know what people call it. I call it piley. I really enjoy that look. So I'm working at doing that. One thing that I personally do all the time is I look at my flower pile and I start from the bottom and go up. So my leaves are typically on the bottom. If I put more leaves in, it'll be kind of in between the flowers. So I'm going to start with the lowest flower, and I think I'm going to put the flower over here, and this is going to be my lowest flower, so it's going to get kind of a flatter drop shadow than the other ones would. So I have small, medium, large, and extra large. I usually use medium, large, and extra large. I don't typically use the small unless it's a really flat flower. And so I love this flower right here. I think just the color is amazing. And I'm going to pull this over here, and I might use this flower for this one too. I'm not sure. But it definitely will be smaller, so I'm going to pull that and make it smaller. And just leave that there for now. We're not done with that one at all. Okay, so then the next one that I'm going to do is a flat flower. I consider this a flat flower. And so this one is definitely going to get the small. And I like this one. I'm going to put down here. And somehow it got underneath the leaves. Don't know how I did that, but there we go. Okay, now do you have a shadow? You didn't take your shadow. We need a small shadow. There we go. See how it looks kind of flat? That's what I want with this one. And I think I'm going to pull her over here, and I like that there. And I don't know that I want to have a whole bunch of stuff in here, but I'm going to pull this one over. I'm going to put it under. I'm going to put it under. Where is that layer? There it is. I'm going to tuck it under and make it a little smaller and see how that works. See what happens with that. It might stay, it might not stay. Okay, and then this one is just, I love this flower. They're so pretty. And I'm going to have this one over here. And he's going to be nestled in there. And I think that this one is going to go on top. And because this one is on top of this one, I'm not going to give it the same shadow. I'm going to give it a medium shadow or maybe a large shadow. I'm going to give it a large. What the heck? Okay, he's got a large. And then I'm going to put you over here too. And this one is going to have to go a little smaller, and it's, well, let's leave it. Let's see. And what about this little guy? This little guy, I think I'm going to put over on the one on the left. I'm going to have him over here. And since he is, see, now I'm calling it a he. Some of them are she's and some of them are he's. That's funny. Mostly I do you. So you over there. Small works with that one. I'm going to leave that there. And I still, I'm not feeling putting anything more here. So this may be it for this one. So the flowers I've used is this one, this one, this one. Okay, so do I want to use the purple one over here and then the two blues here, or do I want to do the blue there and two purples here? Let's see. I think maybe this one will be blue because there's got a blue there too. And I love these little paper flowers. They're just so pretty. They just give such dimension to And I usually give them an extra large. And because of that, I think I need to make that one go under. I like it when the little rosettes are on top, and then you, see, there we go. You need to go under the rosette and under that. And I think that works right there. Let me put that there. Now, since I'm dragging these in, they're making a smart layer, a smart object. So if I ever want to delete anything, I have to go up to the layer menu, hit rasterize, and rasterize smart object, because I want to get rid of this little piece of, excuse me, a little bit of the piece of stem there. Or stemware, haha. Okay. I like that. I'm going to try and put some flower, maybe some leaves underneath here, see what that looks like. Turn them around, obviously, because we want the leaves to be pointing the opposite way now. And I don't know that I want to do anything else with that one. This one, I'm going to pull this purple one over here. And it needs to be a lot smaller. And needs to be on top of all of those. Wow, it went down really low. Pull that baby up. Need a little bit more. I need to work on my palettes here. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I like that. I'm going to tuck this one in a little bit more. Bring this one around. Pull this forward, and then that becomes an extra large flower. I don't know, I like that better. See, this is how come layouts take so long for me, because I just noodle and noodle and noodle and noodle and say, no, 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 that's not right, that's not right. And really, I just need to commit. I need to do it and commit. Okay, I like that one there, but I'm going to need to pull some leaves down. Okay, and I don't think that I would put any more on that. Okay, so what do we have left? Okay, I admit I'm a curly ribbon fanatic. I've got to have curly ribbons in my layouts anywhere I can, and I love the drop shadow that she has on this. And I apologize. I don't remember whose shadows I'm using. I think that these are Wendy Tunisian. I will check that and I'll put it in the credits of this video. And see, doesn't that just make it so happy? And I do need to put this over, not the flowers. I need to put it over the leaves because I like it over the leaves, but not the flowers. And I think this pack needs the ribbon too. So it gives a little bit of color instead, because the leaves are on green, and you know, that might have been a mistake to do that, but I just really love the placement of everything. So, you know, the contrast isn't as great as it could be, but it's just going to stay that way. All right, so I used Happy Day. Where's my Laugh Out Loud? Okay, Laugh Out Loud has got to go over here with her friends. And we had so much fun that day. She is just so thrilled with her group of friends that she hangs around with. And honestly, I am too. They are the greatest group of kids. You've got kids anywhere from, I think the youngest in her group is 9. And her cousin up here is 15. And when I mentioned to him that Melissa was going to have a party at a miniature golf place, I knew that, you know, he's 15. He's not going to want to hang around kids that are from 9 to 13. But he said, she's my cousin. Of course I'll come. So that was really nice. He's a great kid. Guess not so much a kid anymore. He's turning into a beautiful young man. So this is her group of friends on her birthday, and she made all of her little bags and everything. And this right here, nobody can really see what it is, but she's into Harry Potter, and she likes Ron Weasley, which is Harry's friend, and she got Ron Weasley's wand for her birthday. And I think that pretty much I'm done except for these little buttons. And I think what we're going to do is make them smaller. I'm one of those small button freaks. I don't like big buttons. Never have, unless they're a whole bunch of buttons in one place and they're used in a pile. That's okay with me. But when you're using them in a layout just for some pretty things, little pretty tchotchkes or something, no. Make them small. And I think button and button. I'm going to select both of them and I'm going to put them on top. The reason I put them to the top is that typically the buttons are used as an accoutrement or a change on the top, right? So what happened to the other one? There it is. So if you do that, then you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, what layer was this on? I totally forgot what layer it's on. Now I like that. I might decide to leave that. Get grandma, maybe put grandma over here, and maybe button down that. I think I like that a lot better. See, sometimes finoodling does work, and grandma, you need to be on top, mama. Come on to the top, mama. There we go. And I think that other than the journaling, I feel happy with this. I feel like it's done. And so what I do with my journaling is I want to make sure I use the same font and the same size if possible. So what I do is I'll just drag it over. And this is going to be week 9. Oops, have a 9 there. And then I'm going to drag this down, open it up a little bit, and let's see. I'm going to put my journaling in, and then I'm going to put pictures of this at the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, I'd love it if you could hit the like button. And if you want to scrap along with me, I'd love for you to subscribe. And I'm going to be doing a lot of different ones, but I will be doing templates for a while until I get a little bit faster. I don't think you're going to want to watch me scrap a regular sized or a regular layout that doesn't have a guide. So again, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you soon.